Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Araka Galadirthin, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to the Anduin campaign. Episode 11, I believe. Yes, indeed. Let me just add that to my list. Episode 11. This one... oh, that's just dates, isn't it? Don't need to worry about that now. Or do we, he says reluctantly. 14th. 14th. Alrighty-ho. A very successful last episode, thanks to the endeavours of Gleowine the Good. However, of course, our small raid of Goblin Town was beaten back.
As you command.
But can very easily be set up once again.
Yes.
Now, this army here, Fastred, is no longer needed in Gleowine. And given the strength of that town in its defence just then, I don't think it will be needed at all. So Fastred's unit, the Valesmen, can return to Meitelberg.
Yes,
So the rest of them can join a Thanagild, and we will look to actually take Goblin Town. Right, we can retrain those, which means we can send the sheriffs back to Gleowine,
As you wish.
where they should be able to defend well.
We can go no further today.
Celeberg, when you get the chance, I'd like some warriors and defenders. I'd also like you to have better upkeep capabilities, so that building has priority. Celeberg is a good... Well, it's the capital. It's the symbol of holding Celeberg that is important, not necessarily the act. We'll chuck another one of them in there just in case Dol Guldur do appear from the gloom.
Your orders, my lord.
And I think in the meantime, oh no, I don't want to send him down there. We need another general. We need an adoption offer or a marriage offer. Folkred is holding quite nicely. He has led our troops quite well. And in light of that, actually, and in fact, in light of the fact that Gleowine is such a great general that he needs a really important town, Gundabad is going to be called Mount Gleowine, renamed after him. And Gleowine itself is going to be renamed in the Hobbit of the Shire tradition and is going to be called Folkton, which is also the English way of naming towns, because Ton just means town and it's changed. We have towns like Honiton, Taunton, and they both just mean town. So,
Yes, my lord.
in honour of Folkred's great defence of the small little village, it shall take his name and it will be called Folkton. And then Gundabad will be renamed Mount Gleowine. But our attention is now drawn to Rakuberg, where Naglur the Merciless
Have a taste of my blade.
has come against us on his own.
Order. Marching to war.
Am I seeing this
Victory in
correctly?
your
Does that
name,
have
my
no one
lord.
in it?
My lord.
Ah, there it is. Oh dear. That's quite a few people in it, actually, doesn't it?
Orders.
Unfortunately, Captain Swinthila does not have any ranged units at all. And only one unit that can hide anywhere. He's got troops that are actually designed for conventional warfare, which does not aid our cause. We wouldn't be able to take that, and it'd get a garrison anyway, so... We'll see what they do, though, because in pure melee we would beat them, because they've got 2 units of archers, snagger, skirmishers, and 2 units of basic snagger, which aren't good, as I've mentioned, and there's only patchwork numbers of goblin. When you think the goblin's full number, I think, is 200, this army has been beaten by something. Likely Thranduil, because I've seen a few of his troops around here. There's Captain Ithrenian, and the Misty Mountains haven't been going down for Celeberg, so I think Thranduil is actually doing something. Either that or the dwarves from Witherboard are participating over here.
My lord.
Oh, Radagast is in Udun. Oh, we're selling map information, weren't we? Yes. I do recall. We've already sold it to Mordor, though, haven't we? Let's sell it to Gondor.
Approaching their dignitary. Stopping here.
Oh, you will have seen the Enedwythe campaign, I expect, by now, anyway. Well, if it doesn't matter if you haven't. Right, we'll end the turn there. See what happens. Gundabad is a very straightforward battle map, and it's one that I really favour. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I really like the simplicity of Gundabad, and so I'm hopeful that the enemy does attack us and we get to fight at Gundabad, because I like it. Right, Ugdash has done what we want him to do, and he's foolishly attacked us. But he has got Mountain Orc Hunters, and they have a very high attack. Their armor piercing. He's got archers as well. We can always run away, though.
We attack!
If we can take it with just these two, it'd be brilliant. I'd just like to mention, that picture comes up so much. Or maybe it stays in your memory because there's a naked girl in the front. But there are 75, I think, loading screen pictures to choose from.
Gaining the upper hand in this battle.
And yet it always seems to choose that one. I just can't fathom it. The past 2 times we have come here, the enemy has not sallied out. And I think it's something to do with the pathfinding of the city itself. So we should be able to nullify their archers. However, the Mountain Orc Hunters in pure melee will do a lot of damage to us. I'm not wildly fussed if Hammer dies. I can't remember what his name is, but clearly that is the portrait of Hammer from the film. The Door Warden of Meduseld. We don't have full complements of our skin changes either.
Bodyguards. General's bodyguard.
There should be about 40 in a battalion, so Thanagild's up there, but Hammer's not. In the movie, of course, Hammer famously gets killed by a warg, bites his head off. And then Aragorn meets his son at Helm's Deep, and his son is the one who says, the men are saying there's no hope, we will not live out the night. And then Aragorn swings his sword around and he's like, this is a good sword, Haleth, son of Habat. There is always hope. So there's a little link for you. In case you didn't pick it up in the movie, the little boy that spurs Aragorn on to think that they might win is the son of the gentleman who gets his face eaten by a warg. Alright, we're in. This is where the enemy is making their stand. There's a nice fire texture. I like that. You can actually hear the fire burning. I didn't even know that they could do that. We won't charge anyone. We're conserving energy. If the Mountain Orc Hunters weren't there, this battle would be a whitewash. But they are a threat. As I say, though, they're struggling with the pathfinding, and they're just... I don't know what they're doing. They're running around, doing all sorts. It is on time 6, but they've still got to walk in. I should like to take this brief opportunity while we wait for these men to very slowly and painfully make their way through Goblin Town to thank everybody for their incredible support that I have thus far received. And the ongoing support that I seem to be receiving. And I'd also like to thank those who comment on the lore videos and tell me how much stuff I've said wrong. For keeping me on the ball. I just hope that the lore videos are entertaining. The enemy seems to have run to the other side of the cavern. So... right, we'll charge to the square, and that should cut their archers out. Who are coming first? The bodyguards.
Our men are in command of the city.
Alright. No, get a charge. Pause it, pause it. Skin changers with the many men hit the bodyguards, and you try and stall the Mountain Orc Hunters.
Our men no longer command the city.
Use your charge thing. They're firing on us, even though we're engaged with their... they're clever. Clever AI. Now this should be... almost every swing from one of the skin changers should kill a Mountain Orc Hunter, but they're grossly outnumbered. Now a Thanagild should slaughter the bodyguards. They have a real advantage over there. To anybody who... I've been asked quite a few times how I get the UI to look like this, and quite simply press the escape button Go to UI options and tick minimal HUD and boom, job done. That is literally all you have to do. Back in the day when games like this came out, you used to get a manual with the game that told you how to do everything. And many games even had a manual that would give you a full rundown of every unit in the game and their strengths and weaknesses. And children of today have been... You just don't get that anymore, do you? You click on download on Steam and then 2 hours later your game's playing for you. You don't have to go out, buy it, read the manual. You used to read the installation guide whilst it was installing and it would fire you up, it'd pump you up. You're reading about all the units you're about to command. I used to love it. I miss the lack of booklets. And I'm not even that old. I'm only 24 and even I can still remember games that had instruction manuals. But they're gone. Thing of the past. As expected, they have slaughtered the bodyguard and they will soon kill him. If their own archers don't do it first. He's the only one left. Someone knock him down, come on. You're needed elsewhere. They do so much damage. How he is resisting.
Only half our force remains. Reform, you spineless women.
Oh, let's ignore him actually. I didn't think about that. Go and support the other guy. No, go and support the other guy.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies. Defeat seems almost certain.
The other guy is now the only unit left alive. No, he's gone. Grimbar has fallen. The hunters might win it for them. Right, Thanagild, the time has come. Victory is no longer possible. No, what are you doing?
Our army is tiring.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Idiot! Thanagild and Grimbar have paid for their lives for this
Defeat
raid.
seems almost certain.
But Fastret is hot on the tail and he will bust
We've
through.
been dealt a stinging defeat today.
The Mountain Orc hunters took it. Should never have charged them. It doesn't matter. We get adoption offers almost every turn. They'll be replaced. I do play very fast and loose with the generals, I'm afraid. I really don't care about individual
Lifting the
security.
siege. Ah!
Ah, they are coming out at us. Gleowine's chance to make glorious battle. And claim the mountain that will be his namesake. Yes. The stage is set.
Attack!
I know that in the base game, and I mean the base game, Medieval 2, they made cavalry a lot weaker than it is in Third Age. Like, cavalry was nowhere near as strong as it is in Third Age as it was in the base game. So, I realise that cavalry is stronger. But still, couldn't they have at least coded the AI to be slightly better to appreciate that cavalry will kill more units in the charge? And so it is meant to be a threat. Like, for example, if the game sees, I don't know, let's give them an arbitrary rating. If the game sees a unit of infantry as a 10 threat, then why can't they have just made the cavalry equivalent a 20 threat and then done their AI calculations that way? I know that's really basic and that's not at all how it works, but the cavalry is so underrepresented in AI that's why Rohan don't do very well. I know a lot of people have been asking for Rohan to get increased strength. The problem is the balance between Isengard and Rohan is so fine that a minor change to Rohan can make them defeat Isengard every single time. Whereas Rohan are meant to be, like Gondor, you are meant to ride to their aid. And I know they die faster than Gondor, but I mean, it's only Rohan. But because they're cavalry heavy, they always do poorly in AI calculations. And similarly, Khand do terribly in AI calculations. Can suffer so much from having a cavalry roster.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Oh, we lost more than we should though. Look, 28. We've almost lost 10. Right, that's the... What have the other unit done? Why have they just stood still? Don't want to have to charge up the hill to come and get you. Run down and get me, you lazy bastards. Pardon the expletive. Although, of course, no orcs are ever married, so if we were to apply human standards to each of these little orcs, they would, of course, all be bastards. The statue of the dwarves looks down upon Gleowine. They bow their heads in awe at the strength of this Northman. Get a jog on. It appears we are going to have to climb the hill and hit the Snagger Stalkers, Snagger Skirmishers, which is a real problem actually. I won't charge up the hill though, we don't want to knacker them. Although we really don't want to charge into a javelin assault either, so the quicker we can make the engagement the better. Good hit, good hit. Pull away, pull away. Get them to follow you. Yes. Oh, the... Ah. Another solid charge. Kill a few in melee, kill a few in melee. Same again, same again. Another good charge.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
They have lost half their men. I don't want a stray orc sword taking down Gleowine. We should be able to just beat them in melee now.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favour. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Yeah. Which one is Gleowine? Is he... He looks like a... Yeah. He looks like a skin changer on a horse. Keep sped up.
Our men of the enemy are utterly vanquished.
Yes.
This is a great victory.
And Gundabad is ours. As hoped. And as foreseen.
An honourable, glorious victory.
Wiped them out. All of them. Right, now we need to try and make peaceful relations
Our courage and honour have conquered.
with Angmar. Yes, I will take on an adoption. Where have you just gone to? Oh, interesting.
Your orders, my lord.
Your will, my lord. As you wish.
Yes, my lord.
Beralath?
Your orders, my lord.
We shall engage. We shall prevail.
Fast tread. Keep them pinned.
Yes.
Oh, look, we can get buildings. We can train. Oh, I said that was going to be utmost importance. Oh, it already is. Oh, wow, that's very good. And it's training those units. We're making money. We can start listing things. Now, Dwinberg, you are an important key location. You also need a moot hall. Leotholt, not too bothered. Take it a turn at a time.
I'm gonna stick you.
Dunefell comes for Dwinberg.
Yes, my
Huntmaster,
lord.
head south. You are needed more there. It is Thranduil. I think Thranduil is keeping some of the Mountain Orc heat off of us. Gundabad itself has been taken. Now, as I say, we need to try and cultivate good relations with Angmar, for they are now sharing a border with us. I also need a unit. Train you. Start training an army.
Yes.
I'm going to pull you two back, as you're no longer particularly necessary. Rakuberg, we can leave that, and we'll come back at them when we've got strength. So
By your command.
pull away for now.
Forces are well hidden.
Thanagild has died. Grimbar has died. Gleowine has become a great commander and a great cavalry commander. Oh, but he's not actually very good. Oh well. Oh well.
my lord.
Folkton is retraining everything. We could do with that being larger, but it all costs a bit too much money to make
Your
that larger.
orders, my lord.
Right, I think that's all we can do again. Oh, we're selling map information,
Yes,
aren't
my
we?
lord. What is it you wish to discuss?
Trade right.
It's good to see. Another proposition for
Map
us, then?
information. Give me 1,500. Oh, that's 50. 1,500. Go on, go on. Say yes. Very generous. Balanced. Damn. I'll never accept that. How about 1,000 for map information? Oh, they
This
did.
seems quite reasonable.
Well, that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
Now we will do the same thing to Rohan.
Without question.
We'll head to Altberg in the
As
fold.
you wish. I shall continue tomorrow.
See what we can do. But, again, end the turn there. Alright, we've taken one of their key regions. Gundabad has fallen. We're besieging their capital, and their troops have to pass Folkton to get to their capital. And Folkton is a pretty prize for the orcs, and so they will probably defer some troops to try and take the small hobbit village. In the north, we have enough defenders that Framsberg will remain safe. Oh, they've flanked us. This time, we have our hidden archers to our support. Apologies, I'm just pouring out a glass of imitation Coke. Or imitation cola. Cola isn't the trademark name, Coca-Cola is. This is imitation cola. Captain Muzthak has got nothing that will concern us. Muzbug, oh, he's got 2 units of archers, so we'll have to deal with that. But this will be the time which Goblin Town falls.
We attack!
Never thought I would be able to do this much damage with a ragtag force of depleted archers who can hide anywhere and 1 unit of cavalry bodyguard. But this very campaign is the exact reason... Oh, this might cause some problems, this map, mightn't it? This campaign is the exact reason why we lowered the number of General's bodyguard units. Because unfortunately they are so OP they can just win games. But let's look to our own game, because we're being attacked from here, which means the defenders are going to be coming from up here, which means they're going to bug out and not join us. So this is going to be a very simple battle. So we'll just line up on this steep hill here. Keep them hidden for now. There's no point showing the enemy our whereabouts until absolutely necessary. Or let's put Folkred there, and then have them as a nice little surprise once the enemy comes up to try and deal with Folkred. And of course, you guys go there. Now, if you're wondering why I'm favouring the right-hand side, it's because the enemy can't walk up that hill. So they have got to come up here. So, we'll be ready.
The enemy have brought up more
Ah!
men.
Curses! The enemy have come from a point where they can reinforce. Sugar plum fairies. We're going to have to change everything. How to use the hill to our advantage? Oh, well, we can just use the hill to our absolute advantage, can't we? Archers, get a jog on. Get up there. Folkred, go on that right-hand side. And you guys, who showed complete strength in that last one, form up in the middle. Speed it up. Zoom in. Take your positions, take your places, and prepare. The enemy are hot on our heels. We don't actually want to waste too many arrows on this first group because they're weak.
Guard this area. Units, halt.
You lot don't fire. We'll let Astrid get a few off. Now you can fire. We just want to pepper them enough that by the time they hit our line of footmen, there will be no threat. Yeah, that should be enough. Oh, I've pressed caps lock instead of A. But our enemy comes.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Oh, there's that Silver Surfer. Oh, fascinating. They're taking the higher ground. You two. Hit those archers. And you two, where are the mountain orc? There they are. Hit those. You guys keep holding them back. Ah, Falkred, you're on the totally the wrong side, aren't you? Run. Take up position there, where your general is not under attack. I want you to shoot those archers. Ah, they're out. You hit those archers. You hit those archers. Oh no, plan. No, stop. You shoot those archers.
If we continue
Bastard,
like this,
shoot
we
those
will
in the
smash
side.
the enemy.
You continue on shooting them. Bastard, hit them. Good job, good job. Oh, they're using fire arrows. The fire arrows aren't very good. They're hitting these archers. Oh no, they're skirmishers. There's only 6. Few. They've been depleted massively. Alright, it's all on now. You hit them. You hit them. You hit them. Speed it up. Mountain Orc Hunters can't get past the pike line. They have lost 2 men since the start of this.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Surely this is all over now.
Never again will the land of my people fall into enemy hands. Behold how our cowardly foe ran. We've captured the enemy's general.
Right,
That'll
shoot who you want.
teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
Something's still fighting. 1 Mountain Orc Hunter. Oh, it appears to be the general. The captain who has been charged with the defence of Goblin Town. Astrid comes from the hills.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press. The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest.
Anduin Longbowman. Fastred stakes his claim as the greatest general in that engagement. And well fought and well earned. Fastred rapidly proving to be a useful general as well. I really like the unique generals you get at the start of the game.
Well concealed from the enemy here.
They add a real deal of flavour to it.
Glory, honor, victory.
We have retaken Goblin Town.
We have triumphed. A most noble conquest.
Bypass has been cleared. You're hell right it is. Right, let's hope that they don't get a second reinforcing army when they lose their capital. But I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure the script only triggers once.
Orders. Yes.
So,
Yes, my lord.
we'll do a few
This tower
turn-ending
will keep vigil over the
moves.
lands. This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
towers set up.
With honor.
You're going to want standing stones, definitely.
My lord.
Captain Swinthela, head
By
back to
your
Framsburg.
command.
Burg is holding okay. You guys join them.
Orders. Yes.
Merge together anything that can merge. I will want one. I will want that built.
Your orders, my lord.
Oh, he's coming for Dwinberg. But it is building. Roscabel is still held by Dorwinion. But we need to go out and hit Forodrine. And we can't keep that as Goblin Town, can we? I'll tell you what I'll do. Because I'm not too great on the names for this one.
Yes, my lord.
Obviously Sindarin I'm well up there,
Making
and I'll
camp
go
here.
Sindarin hard in the other two campaigns because they both involve Sindarin peoples, the Northern Dunedain of course, and Umbar through their link to Gondor. Here I'm not as good. So, if you could all please present your names for Goblin Town, and I shall take the one I like the most. I was thinking of something related to Fastred, or perhaps something to Bjorn, or maybe even like Orc's Folly. I really like Folly. I like that word a lot. But please feel free to present ideas for what Goblin Town should be renamed, because we can't keep it as Goblin Town now that it is not. It's owned by us. Our towers from our previous victory are still there. So present your names and ideas for Goblin Town, and thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have, as ever. I'm Arakea Galadirthan, I'm the head of Divide and Conquer, and thank you for playing the mod, if you have indeed. If you have any questions or qualms, pop them in the comments below, or head to Total War Center and write them there, and we will happily respond. But for now, and as ever, until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Pedimad Melunin, and farewell.